We at Körber, and I am deeply convinced that the majority of all industrial companies will not be able to maintain their market position with today's technology stack and with today's business model in the future, in the years 2025 onwards. And for Körber, market leadership through technology leadership has been the core of our DNA for the last 75 years. Looking forward, we, let's say, advance it, redefine it, or think it in a future way that consists of three components. First of all, what everybody is and what has been the past is focusing on innovation, product innovation. I mean, a market leader by technology leader needs to own innovation leadership in its industry. The second is, and this already goes now to reference with new technologies, the combination of products, product innovation, and domain know-how, industry know-how, is for us the second level of aspiration. We want to be the product innovator, and we want to be the key competence partner in an industry. And out of these two components, we will define, and we are defining, the new technology stack for the future, consisting of product innovations, software innovations, and digital innovations. In these days, with the new technologies, especially referring to software and digital solutions, innovations are defined by really totally new solutions. Really new solutions, either from a product point of view, let's speak about AI-driven solution, let's speak about robots-driven solutions. They are all new in a certain term, and of course, in combination with new business models. Innovation leader by products and solutions, and competence leader by also offering new business models out of these new technologies. The equipment and all solutions we provide to the customer need to be advanced continuously, and I think it needs continuous innovation improvement. What is happening right now on the other hand side, when you say even disruption, the new technologies, software and digitization and industrial IoT, in the way it is available, it's available around the globe. The cost, for instance, in doing digital substantially decreased, storage capacity is available for free. Digital engineers, due to the situation we are in, can work in all places of the world for any company in the world. So digital access is available to a great quantity. And right now, the business model which are offered are really can offer tremendous advantage. In the B2B world, and that is where we look at this race and this game is not yet decided. And here Europe and Germany and we at Körber have a very, very strong position from the history in the machinery engineering part. Our belief, my belief is the companies who will win the race in the next 5 years to stay ahead need to incorporate software, the software layer, and they need to incorporate the industrial IoT and digital layer. And the competitive model, what we watch right now is, in this disruption process, we see, at least for Körber, 4 more new competitor areas. 2 from the industry world and 2 from the digital world. And the winner will be whoever is able to understand, own, and define the integrated technology stack. We are trying to do it with a core know-how from the machinery business because we know the main process at our customers from the hardware. And frankly speaking, the digital world is coming from the top with the new ideas, with a tremendous speed, with high capabilities, a lot of money, and trying to develop downstairs the technology stack. And our ambition level right now is to be in our industry is the one who, let's say, combines it and defines it as one of the first. What we all are used to is the, let's say, innovation process, which is mainly hosted from the research and development department in normal organizations. Looking at software, looking at digital, these two businesses already have different R&D processes, sometimes in terms of speed, sometimes in the way they do it, open innovation, for instance. Of course, these are tools we also apply. One of our biggest advancement and let's say actually also big successes today is a couple of years ago when we kicked off our digital strategy as a part of our new technology stack. We implemented an ideation process throughout the whole group. We have 10,000 people on a global scale in around 100 places. And we learn from startups and from software companies that many ideas in terms of new business models, new digital products are actually coming from the whole organization, not only from the R&D department. And we kicked off in 2017 an ideation process where once a month, all employees can come up with an idea on stage. There has been a place, we started in Berlin, later on we included this virtually, where every employee can promote an idea, and the more it is progressing, the more funds you get to execute it and to own it. I'm deeply convinced that startups will tremendously help, let's say, the conventional, traditional, or the normal industry world to substantially succeed and maintain their position. And I think there are various options to start the discussions. What is one of the two biggest benefits, at least speaking for Körber, that we realized and they helped us? We can touch in a moment how much time it needed to become successful together. But the key topic is three things. They have a tremendous understanding on the new technologies, which we don't have. They have a tremendous different way of speed, developing and innovation, fail fast. And what is even more important, they helped us significantly to think in new business models out of that solutions. We all know this example from somebody who was known to selling books online. This was not the end game of that person. He didn't want to sell books online. He wanted a different game. And startups, and this is, I think, is one of the big chances. These guys are entrepreneurs, and many of them have a much bigger end game than the current product they develop. And this helped us a lot to understand that we need to integrate the technology stack, that we need to make sure that we get first-class engineers in software and in digitization. And at the end, that we started thinking in totally new business models. And very frankly speaking, we cooperate with startups, and we have now an own startup that is disruptive to our historic business. And you will never develop these ideas in the heart of your own business because people will be hesitating. Why should I disrupt my own business? And but if I don't take care of this, somebody else will take care, and then I'm not the market leader for my customer anymore. Obviously, we do all formats. We have, out of our ideation process, own startups, the one I mentioned. We have invested in some startups. One is known also, I think, on our webpage, Magazzino. This is a robot startup in Munich. We invest also in tech funds, like the HTGF in Germany. And we have some loose corporations. At the end, which is true for every change and everything you want to convince people, you need to be the role model firsthand. You need to walk the talk, frankly speaking. And two things really, walk and talk. First of all, you need to start speaking about it. My personal enthusiasm about the new technologies and the way to bring it to an organization, don't forget to honor and reflect what is there, what made you strong and will make you strong. And I think now the combination is the core. I mean, our strong position comes from mechanical, and it will remain. There is no tissue without mechanical equipment. The added value for the customer in the future comes from three different layers, and they add each other. And this was really a 1 to 2 years communication experience exercise together to bring the value and appreciation, let's say, to the core of our business. At the same time, making sure that the new people who join from software and digital don't get disappointed because things move too slow and not fast enough. And here it's a continuous, frankly speaking, it's leading from the top. It is showing, being the role model, going around. I would say this task will continue for 2, 3, 4, 5 more years. I mean, there is a reason why it is called fourth industrial revolution. And I think every company, some companies faster, others slower, we are at the beginning of this process. I think none of us has really an imagination how the whole end game might look like in terms of what is a technology leader in 2030. You can only anticipate, and the importance is to share this topic as much as possible with your people and with your customer. What we look for, frankly speaking, is the next step after pay-per-use. And I would consider this as being most probably one of the big topics in the future is gain sharing. That a customer will come and say, look, if you want to be part of my factory, to make an example, I need to be better in the future with your equipment than I am today. And I pay you only if you prove this to me. Yeah, we have one product where we started offering this. It's a purely software product based on, let's say, on AI solutions. We offer a product that is able to connect to all hardware with our customer in the shop floor and is integrating all different parameters, including the quality of the ingredients that go into the machine, including the humidity of the environment, including much more parameters than before. And out of this, we offer the customer that we will improve his output or reduce his input by a certain percent point. And then we get a benefit of these percent points. And to give you a little bit of a flavor, one case study we follow right now is a 6% points increase in productivity, 6% points, might almost double the profit of the company in this location. And then you can see and this is truly disruptive. And the investment is less than 10% of the hardware he would have invested in the past. For us, the current focus for this year is on two topics. It is AI competence. We recruit tremendously people. We partner tremendously with startups in this area. And the other topic will be robots. I'm not speaking about stationary robots, but about AMRs, so autonomous mobile robots. A strong statement from our side is we believe that we will see autonomous mobile robots in all of our customers' places in the future and in all industries. And there are tremendously smart solutions out. This is our short-term focus to advance this to top. And then, of course, some enabler is the 5G. 5G will help AI solutions tremendously in smart factories. Cybersecurity will be one key enabler in the future for a market leadership by safe technology. And then, of course, let's see what quantum computing will do, because it will increase and challenge a lot of current solutions.